are watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Good morning. Hey everyone, thanks everyone who came and joined in the chat before the video. Thanks Bobby for being the bartender this morning. He was serving pina coladas in the chat on a Saturday morning. And thanks everyone for joining. I do this every Saturday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I think it's 8 a.m. Pacific. And sometimes there's not something specific for the class, and I do Q&A, or I think of some things right before the class to show you, and then we answer some questions. And in those videos, I'm saying this because in the cards, if you're watching the replay, I don't remember how many, 35, 36, 37, maybe 38 videos of my Saturday mornings. So you can go back and watch the old ones, and you can choose by the title, but there's so much more in them than what the title says. Like last week, it just says Q&A. But last week, people told me that was such a wonderful class and they learned so much. So don't just go by the title. If you're new to Design Space, just start watching a video and you're going to learn something out of every single video. Thanks, guys. What else do I want to tell you? Oh, for the Patreon supporters who support this channel on Patreon, we are doing a live secret hangout at 12:15 after this class. So if you support me on Patreon, you can go there. I don't know if there's a link in this video for that, but there is on Patreon, and I've shared it all throughout Facebook too. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so today, this video is inspired by people in my group, Cricut Design Space with Melody Lane. So many people put in the group, I'm going to move my chat so I'm not looking over this way. And I'll be looking over this way where I'm going to be looking at Design Space. So many people in my group share a picture and say, can somebody make this into an SVG? And I'm like, why do you want to make that into an SVG? It's not very good resolution, or it's just not going to work because it has many colors. But I want to show you how you can create these things yourself. For one thing, creating an SVG from somebody else's work is against copyright. Anything you create, if you draw a picture, even if it's stick figures, if you draw it, you own that copyright. Unless you're like drawing like a Mickey Mouse. If it looks like Mickey Mouse, Disney will get you if you try to sell it. You can do it for personal use, but not selling it. So it's fun to create. At least I think so. Some people think it's fun to weed. So we all like different things. But what I want to show you today is how to take that picture that you want to be an SVG and create it in Design Space, because it's so easy. There's so many images in Design Space already that you can just add a picture and add some letters, and there's a whole lot in here that you can do. So I just wanted to show you how to do that, because the other day somebody posted, it was chickens, and it was really cute. It says chickens are like potato chips. They're only one chip at a time, but the resolution was really bad. And even if she uploaded it, it was just all black solid. But if she uploaded it, it would not be a good cut or anything. And I'm like, I went and looked. I'm like, there's so many chickens she could use for this image, and she could make them all solid black if she wanted. And she could just put the words. It'd be so easy, much easier than trying to make that cut into an SVG or uploading it. It would just be so much easier. All right, guys, let's get started into Design Space. There we are. Okay, this isn't Design Space. It's Pinterest. So I typed in Pinterest and I think stand tall because I love the saying, and many people love the saying. So I'll show you how to do this. I mean, we can even do this one. And the flamingos are awesome. There's the one, I love this one, be a flamingo and a flock of pigeons. We can make these easily in Design Space. And you don't even need to know that much about it. Oh, look at this. Teach like a pineapple, stand tall. That is so cute. I like that for teachers. I've never seen that one. But you can just get inspiration from Pinterest or from Google. You can type in Google. It doesn't specifically have to be Pinterest. It can be anything. Can somebody tell the people who are not getting the video to refresh? Thank you so much, Bobby. That is awesome. I gotta move my chat. Okay. No, I don't think the phrases are copyrighted. Like, I don't think, I mean, these phrases are everywhere. She believed she could, so she did. That, I mean, this is on Chalk Couture. It's everywhere. So I don't think there could be some phrases that are, but for the most part, I say no, because I see them everywhere. I see them at Hobby Lobby, everywhere. Okay, yeah, good. I want to make sure you guys can hear me too. Okay, so I don't want to make it just like this one. I like this where it's on top, and you can do however you want. That's why these are so awesome, because if you play, I think that's the fun part, is playing around and making them. So let's go to Design Space. This is Design Space. Oh, you know what, you guys, you can't, it's not very, okay, let me move this over. And I'm gonna make it closer. Whoops, is that too close? No, that's good. So you guys can see my buttons better. Move that up. Sorry, I thought I did this already. I think I did it yesterday. And, you know, it gets moved. There. Now we see more of the screen. Okay. Yeah, Miss Claire Angel says only things like associated with Harry Potter and things are copyrighted. Maybe Star Wars things and Disney things are copyrighted. Bobby says, I go to Hobby Lobby and take pictures and then recreate it at home. Bobby, I do half of that. I go to Hobby Lobby, take pictures, and never look at them again. That's my problem. I'm like, oh, I can make this. Take a picture because I'll never remember it. And I don't even remember to go home and make it. Okay. What were we doing? Okay. I'm just going to show these buttons for people that don't. I don't like all these little things all the little lines, unless I need them, the grid for measuring. So you can just click this little button here. I like these. This is how Design Space started, and I like it. So let's go to images. Oh, and because these are big images, because I made my computer screen bigger so you can see it. So I'm gonna make them smaller. So we are just going to go up here. It's on images, and we're gonna search pineapple. And there are so many pineapples. This is the pineapple I used for the thumbnail, but last night I was looking at these again and I found a really cool pineapple in Design Space. This one, I love this one. I don't own it. It does cost $1.49, but I think this pineapple is worth it. But let's go and look at some others. There's so many that are in access. This one's purchased. This is from Close to My Heart Artistry. But look at all these in access. There's some really cool ones. This is a pineapple card. This one would be cool if you put Stand Tall and did it on the inside, or put Stand Tall. You could write it right on it and made a card out of it. This one is cool. What is this, a pop-up? Yeah, this is simple pop-up cards. It's in access. I love these drinks. This one is not in access. Life is a Beach is not in access. I love that cartridge. I say if you have premium access, you get 50% off images. If you have premium access, I would click on here, buy that cartridge at 50% off. Your images are so much cheaper that way. This one's from Tomcat Studio. This one is a 3D pineapple. I so want to make this. This is by Leah Griffith. Cricut Party, Perfection. Is this new? Okay, I'm clicking it. So cute. Pineapple lemonade. I want pineapple lemonade. Like to drink. That sounds good. These are cute. Are these new? Love them. Okay, we have to go back. So I'm going to go back to images and do pineapple again. Okay. Let's just look through some of these real fast. Oh, and this one is really cool too. I like this one. And this one came in the mystery box, the digital mystery box. I don't know if it was the most recent one. I think it was. So it's still available. I like this flamingo, and I would use that flamingo with the other sayings that I saw. Okay, and this one is Martha Stewart, Beginner's Collection. That's a new cartridge. So I'm going to select this one and insert it. This one's a good one too. That's only 99 cents. But there are a lot in Access that you can use. Premium Access is $119 for the year. And you get 10% off everything you buy. But the images, except for like Disney and Anna Griffin and Martha Stewart, you don't get 50% off those. You just get the 10% off. So here's my pineapple. It's kind of big. Well, actually my screen is, because I made it bigger so you guys can see the buttons better. So I'm out 50%. Yeah, you guys, I also just look at the images for inspiration. It's a lot of fun, like that 3D pineapple. I saw that this morning when I was looking through. I'm like, oh, I want to make that. Like, I never would have made that unless I was looking for pineapples and looking through it. There's 60,000 images in Design Space. I think there's a lot more than that, but that's the last I saw them say. Okay. So what do we want to say? Stand tall. Be a pineapple, stand tall, wear a crown. So we are going, I'm just going to get rid of these totally. So we're going to add text. Be a pineapple. Roberta says when I purchase fonts through the app, it doesn't discount them. That could be an Apple thing because Apple takes a percentage, I think. I think that's how Apple works, takes some of the money through the thing. And so I'm not sure if it works buying the images through the app. Ooh, FedEx is here. I think it's my Cricut products I bought from Joann's. Because they had a paper pack. I have an idea. They have the Primary Colors paperback. I have not seen on Cricut. I am going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this just so I don't have to type again. Wait, there. Deleting that. I want to do this in two different things. Let me look. I'm going to look down here. Kind of want to do different fonts. I like to do different fonts. Okay, we're going to get rid of the BA. I'm going to curve this one, but I want to choose a, the FedEx guy has been here, the same guy, 3 days in a row. I wonder what this one would look like. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna go Cricut fonts. I'm gonna see how this one will work with that font. It's not in Access. That's kind of fun. Okay. Let's go to Curve. Oh, now see, you can't see Curve up here because I made my buttons too big. You can click More and then Curve. If you didn't know Design Space had Curve, I have a couple videos on it. Be a pineapple. Let's move this over that. Let's curve it a little more. Okay, now if I want to center it over this, I am going to click Align, Center horizontally. And I'm going to put these words closer together. I'm going to do that with these two. Yeah, and put your questions in all caps. Also, you can make this different colors. I'll show you how to do that after we do this. Be a pineapple. Stand tall. Wear a crown, right? Okay. Stand tall. I'm going to center it. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Wear a crown. Capitalize this. Guys, I type with only one hand. I never did learn how to type. So I always have typos in my post, if you haven't noticed. Then I go back and switch them when I see them. Or my assistant goes back and fixes my post for me. Oops, too close. And let me explain, like, see how far this space is in between here? That's because the end of this letter is actually up here at the end of the W. So it's really not that far apart, but it looks far apart. I'm going to show you how to fix that. Hey, Sheila. Sheila, you missed my song. I'll show you how to fix that. But first, I want to, I don't know. Can you guys tell me, do I want to change the font? I think I want to change the font. Just on those two. I don't know. I like having different fonts. Let me see. You can buy a cartridge in Design Space, yes. If you want, I can show you how when I'm done with this. I kind of like that. Bordeaux Calm. Okay. Let's see if this one looks okay. How you spell that? There it is. Wear crown. This isn't centered. We're going to go line spacing. We're going to move this one a little closer or move the other one further. I am going to get an image. And I'm going to get an arrow. this one. If I see one I like, I go ahead and click on insert it and it comes down here. If I change my mind, I can do there before I bring it in, or I can just delete it after I bring it in. So many arrows. Oh, I kind of like that one too. Mr. Shenanigans. I played Sheila's favorite tune at the beginning, I think. Okay, I'm just going to stick with these. I mean, there's 570 results for arrows. Let's not take the time to search for those. Ooh, and these are big. Oh, I forgot because okay. We want them small. I think I like the other one better. Okay, let's go back bigger. Unlock this. Kind of just want it skinny. Duplicate it. We're going to flip it. If I'm going too fast for you, you can watch the replay. You can't even actually slow down the video. And watch it again or pause it. Someone's saying you don't need arrows. I think these are too far away. Okay, what's the rest of the saying? Where? Oh, and be sweet on the inside. Okay, what are we going to do? Okay, let's curve it. I don't know if all these should be capital. I need a different font. I'm going to just go to the bottom of the fonts. How many times do we just start at the top and never... What's this one? I can't read that very well. I don't know if I want this one either. I'd have to move each of those letters. That's a cute one. The Savannah. There was one. Yeah, I am going to curve that upward. I just want to find the font first. I not get, oh, no wonder. I'm like, where are all the fonts? It's because I only did fonts with the BO. I'm like, there's a lot more fonts. Why am I not getting them? There we go. I'm like, why is there only one A font? I know there's more. Because I still had the search in there. Okay, look at all these. Isn't that fun with the animals? That's kind of cute. I wonder if I should break these up. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And I can't curve it this way, so I'm just going to duplicate it. Get rid of this part. And on this one, get rid of this part. I'm going to move the spacing this way. Whoops, not alignment. Curve. I don't know if I want that font yet. Let me look at the fonts again. The vampire script, would that be good for this one? I like that. I kind of like that font. What do you guys think? Yeah, weeding the dots out of that font would not be good. Why is there not a pineapple font? Okay. That's a pretty font. Let me try this one. What's it? Oh my gosh. I lost the name of it already. Signature. Okay, they're in alphabetical order. And these are all just Cricut fonts. Did you guys know there were this many fonts? I like that one. I think we should change this one to that one. Let's just go here. Remind me I'm... Okay, which signature was it? Oh no. Was it this one? I think so. No, it wasn't. Was it? Font's khaki. Okay. Signature fonts, khaki. I don't know which one it is. I can't read the whole thing. Is it this one? Nope. This one? That's fudge. That's kind of cute. That would probably cut out better too. I think the stand tall is centered, but it doesn't look centered. Oh, here it is, this one. It's the one with the K right here. The letters need to go further apart. Whoops. Okay. I am going to, my screen is just, I was just way too big. Couldn't see everything. This is centered, but it doesn't look right like it. But I will fix that. Maybe make this shorter, because that one's short. Okay, do you guys like it? I am going to ungroup. What I'm going to do, now these are, I'm going to group that. And I'm going to, oh, I need to group this word, group. So I'm going to hold this down, select the command key and hold this down. And I'm going to click align this way, center horizontally. There, now it's centered. The other one wasn't making it too centered. I don't know if this one is either. So let's do the same thing, ungroup. Oh, I wanted to show you. So I think there's too much space here between the W and the E. So I ungrouped it, and I'm going to use my keyboard, the arrow on the keyboard, and move it over. That way it's not moved up at all. Hold on. Oh, Jamie thinks there's a space in front of the word tall. That could be why it wasn't working. So I'm going to go ahead and group. Nope. Just those. And group just this. So I'm going to select that and this. And align center horizontally. So that move that over a little. Okay, so now I'm going to group this, and you know what? I'm going to click this and this. Whoops, that and this, and group those together. And then select this and this. Okay, this, holding down my command key, clicking here, and I can see over here what is selected. I have one arrow selected, and align and center. Oh, there, it changed just a little bit. And let's do the same thing here. Select that one and this one, and we're going to group. So I'm going to select the arrow and this, and align center. Okay. Joan. Okay, it was a saying on Pinterest. I saw something about the hair don't care. Pineapple hair don't care or something. Okay, now if you wanted this in different color, you could do that. And you can change the colors of everything here. Okay, let's duplicate this. So let's say we want this a different color. Oh, okay, first, let's say we're doing this. Let me delete that for a second. And let's say this is how we want it cut out. You're saying the letters over here or the words? They look like they're further apart because of this capital, and this has a taller letter. But I think they're the same. Actually, I think they're closer together than what these are. If we click make it, this isn't going to do what you want. If you wanted to cut this all out in vinyl, look what happens. What do we need to do? This is a question we get all the time from new people. So if we want this all in the same color, we're going to select all of this. Whoops. And this, oops. We're going to select all of everything. Oh, that's grouped together. So that's good, that's good. And we're going to attach. If I want these the same color, I would also attach these. Or if I want them a different color, I could attach those together. See, that one is taller than the other. On top. See, there's more of a space over here than over there. But attach those together. And then when you click make it, flatten will make it print. So then it'll cut out like this. Okay, so now let's say we want this pineapple in 2 different colors, or we want to put the words down here in the shape of the pineapple instead. So we're going to duplicate it because we want 2 colors, so we have to have 2 images. So we're going to go down here and contour, and I'm going to hide all contours so everything is hidden except for one piece. And because there's so many tiny pieces here, I'm hitting hide contour, and then I'm just going to click these to come back. So see, when you put your mouse over it, it changes color. That's the piece you see it selecting. So you know you don't. And if you unselect something, you can select it back or do something on accident. So now let's change the color of this. And we can take this one, and we can, if we want to do layers, we can just stick that on top of that. Or take this one and contour and remove all of these. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, still got that one. Go away. So then we have this. And if I was doing this and I wanted these, I would change these to match this green. Whoops. So I can just drag this up here. So then it matches like that. And you can also change the color of these if you want. To do the grouping together, I click on it. They're all grouped together now, or attached together. But you just click on it, hold down the Command key or Control key if you're on a PC. I'm on a Mac. So if you click on the word, hold down the key, and then click on the next word while your finger is still holding it down. I don't know what you mean, can you cut and paste on a Make It project? You can customize a Make It Now project and do anything. You can't copy from one project to another project. I can put this on Patreon, but it's not going to be free. I mean, it's free. I don't make the money from it. you have to buy the, like the pineapple is $1.50, and then the fonts, I don't know if those are in excess, but this is not even with this. Move that over. But it doesn't matter, because when you click make it, it goes like that. Now, if you wanted to make sure you got this all perfect, you could add registration marks, and I have a video. I have a video for layering vinyl and layering iron-on or HTV. So what I'm going to do is duplicate. I'm going to make these stars. I just like to make them even just to do it. I don't think it really matters. Line top. Okay, so I'm going to put these here. I'm going to duplicate these, move them out of the way. So I want to know that I'm putting this green and this orange or whatever and the black. I want it to look like this. So I am going to take these, attach them. I didn't do that to these. I should have. Attach. So now when I duplicate these, they will be attached. Okay, so I'm going to hold this down, holding down my command key while I click this. I think this is all of the one color. Yes, and I'm going to attach. Okay, so now I'm going to take these and I'm going to change the color only so I can see them better. I'm going to move them to the top. I'm going to zoom in so I know I'm getting these right on top of each other. Okay. They should be both the same because they were attached. Okay, so now we're going to select these green stars, and we know the green ones are selected over here, and click the green here and click the green here. Get both the arrows. You can go and see that you have all of them and click attach. And then, oh, you know what I forgot to do? Dang it. I do this all the time. Okay, I forgot to duplicate because we need it for each color. So let me do that again. Click. I'm holding down my command key on the keyboard while I click on all of these, and then click attach. So now we're going to do it again and bring these to the front. And this time I'm going to change them to a different color that is not even on the screen, just so you can see what happens. So I'm going to put this on here, zoom in so I can see that it's perfect. Okay, now let me go back. I have the purple one selected. I'm holding down my command key and clicking on the pineapple, and we're going to attach. So it changed them to the same color. So now when I click make it, it has these for each one. The registration marks, now for those of you that didn't see my other videos on how to use those, you put the first layer down, like you put the black layer down with the black stars. Then go put the green layer down. And to get it in the right place, you put the green stars exactly on top of the black ones. And then you put the yellow ones exactly on top of the green ones. And then you take those stars away. If you're doing iron-on, you have to put freezer paper underneath them. I have a video on that. Or if you're just doing other things, then you just remove the vinyl, the stars later. So that way you get it right in the same spot. Okay, what else? Okay, oh, let me save this. Be a pineapple. Okay, let's go to new. Oh, you know what? Do you want to see how I do that? We can do that. I don't have a lot of time. I have a Patreon video right after this one. Secret Patreon video. Pineapple. Let's go to the same one. Or we don't have to, really. Here it is. Okay. So you want to do words like in here at the bottom of the pineapple. You know what I think I might do? Let me get a shape and kind of shape it like the pineapple. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So we're going to contour. Thank you, Sue. I'm going to hit hide all contours, bring these back. It's just easier than getting rid of all those. Put that there. I used to just eyeball everything too until they came up with the align text. Let's go ahead and get a font. I liked that font I used. What was that font? Signature. You can change it though. Like you can change all the fonts. Let's change this to this just for now. I could put that there. Okay, so now when I get text, it'll be on that font. I'm going to do each word separately. Whoops. The letters closer. So you just add the words in however you want. Actually, I'm going to make these. And fit them in however the shape goes. You just have to do each word. Sometimes you change the font on the word. This will take me much longer than 10 minutes. So I'm not going to show you how to do this one exactly. And then you take this away and see if it kind of matches if when you're all done, if it looks like the pineapple. I want to do the flamingo. Actually, it's in this one with the pineapple too. This one. So I just want to use, you could have used this pineapple. I just want to use this one. Oh, and I can't contour? Oh, I can ungroup. So I'm going to get rid of that. I love that song. Well, I loved all those. Whoops. This one has pieces that are separate. So first thing I'm going to do is attach all of that. So then I don't have any separate pieces. And then I forgot what it said. What did the flamingo one say? Oh, be a flamingo in a flock of pigeons. Or stand tall, darling. Like, so you can do the same thing I did with the pineapple and just do your own saying. Whoops. Be a Flamingo. Okay, do you guys have questions? Okay, would you like me to explain why this says flamingo? It's because, thank you, Kathy. It's because this G starts right here. So it's really not that far. So when you can put the letters closer together, how you want them, and then you can ungroup or you can go to advance and ungroup. Doesn't matter which way you go. You can use your keyboard to move those closer. The arrow on the keyboard. I would actually move this way. And move all these closer and maybe weld them. Ronald, thank you. Okay, wait, I need this one. Thank you so much, guys. And let's weld and see if they, oh, that did good. Sometimes I'm gonna unweld by hitting undo. Let me make it smaller. Sometimes when you weld, oh, that still did it, good. Sometimes when you weld, one of the places will fill in. Thank you, Joanne. One of the things will fill in. If that happens, a lot of you know what I mean. It will like fill in the whole middle of the A. It'll be solid. You have to undo, and then you have to make it really, really big. Like, I mean, sometimes I have made this small and made this really big and then weld and then size it back, and then it takes care of that. Does that make sense? Oh, I ungrouped all these. Be a flamingo. Like, you can change these fonts and do different fonts within the same piece. You can make them different sizes. Oh, like if you wanted to, another way to do letters or words to make them stand out, shapes that you see in some things that have lots of words, fun words in them. Let's put this over that. I'm going to put it under. Okay, let's go back bigger so you guys can see. I'm going to make this. Oh, and I need to weld these letters. And I'm going to slice. So like you could do something like this. Be a flamingo. Like, I mean, you just got to play around with it and do what you want it to look like. Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad you learned a lot today. And I'm going to attach these. Oh no, I don't want to attach those. I want this to be a different color. Let's make this orange. Be a flamingo. I don't know what color to make this. Make that pink. Okay, like I didn't finish these two things, but I could sit here all day and do those. Thanks, Lee, for joining my Patreon. Yeah, and you could do that with different letters. Make your own images. That's what I want you to do. Make your own things and totally look at Pinterest and Google. See what you can do. Let me put this behind. I think it's so much fun to look in them and design yourself. And you can just go through, get inspiration from Design Space. So we're going to slice this out. Make this pink. You could do this. Can you do the words on top of the pineapple? Yeah. Let me bring in that pineapple card. I think that would be so cute. Here it is. It even has an envelope. Okay, now it's way too small. And when you're sizing something, okay, let's move all this stuff out of the way. When you're sizing something that has an envelope, you have to keep it selected when you're sizing it. Let's put on squares. So each square is 1 inch. Thank you, Chris. Okay, I can just count these squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, I'm looking. I don't want this to be more than 11.5 inches. Okay, it's not even 11. So this won't be a regularly sized card. So this would be the top of the card, and then you can, it has a score line here. So you fold this and then put this on the top. And you could add writing words inside here. You could also slice this off and just have a shadow of a pineapple too. What was I going to say? Oh. I'm just going to do this really fast. Okay, so I'm going to make this writing font. And I want to show you how to make it writing font. So we're going to click here, choose writing. This is actually the same font. Most Cricut fonts have a writing font. I'm going to move them together. You do never need to weld writing fonts. I don't even think they will weld. And that's too big. I think let's hit enter. Let's put that space closer together. It's not possible to curve shapes. Whoops, wrong one. But let's align this. Oh, you know what? I have space here. Okay. There. And letter spacing needs to be further. Actually, I would ungroup this. Whoops. Group these. Move this. Group that. And move this. You know, and move those around. And then if you want that writing on there, you have to attach it. Otherwise it won't write on the paper. You have a rhino with baby and want to make 2 babies. Is that possible? I think so. I don't. You could duplicate it. I don't know if the small baby is attached to the other baby. If they're separate, you could probably contour. You duplicate it, then contour out the big rhino, and then you have 2 babies. Bye, Mary. I wasn't gonna slice the words out of the pineapple, but actually you could. I was just gonna leave the words like it is. They are, but you could totally take a pineapple and slice the words out, like you could do that here. If you're gonna do that, you have to weld all the words together and then slice them. All right. And that's how you learn in Design Space, is just by playing. Don't do something that you have to get done within an hour and you have to make this for a party you're going to, or you have to get this done right away. Don't do that until you are. I don't even do that ever. Like, I can't do that. Somebody needs a card right away. I'm like, go to Hallmark because I need time to make a card. So that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. I have the Patreon video next. I will be there in just a few minutes. Thank you, Christy. And so for those of you who support my channel on Patreon, go there. There's a Patreon link on Patreon. There's a link for the $5 subscribers to be inside the video with me, and then for everybody else to watch. Yeah, add a straw, make it a pineapple drink. Thanks, guys.